What's up, guys, and welcome to another Zombie Panic Source walkthrough. This time I'm bringing to you a walkthrough of the map ZPO Quarantena. It's basically a Zombie Panic Source version of the movie Rec 2. Rec 2 is a Spanish zombie movie. It's a pretty good movie. Some of you may recognize the English version of Rec 1, which was Quarantine. But the story's a bit different in the Spanish version than from the English version. But anyways, let's get to the walkthrough. Now you'll spawn in one of two places. You'll either spawn here where I am, where the SWAT have their things prepared in front of the building, or you'll spawn in the underground sewers, where there's still also weapons, but it's a bit harder to get to where your next objective is. But just if you spawn in the basement, just try to follow someone who knows the map, and you should be fine. But the first objective that you need to do is to get to the top of these stairs and to break into the apartment there. You can see that the zombies are starting to spawn in on, I believe, the third and fourth floors. I think it's mostly the third floors that they spawn in. And I think they can also spawn in near where the basement spawn area is, so just be careful of that if you spawn there. And when you get to the top, you need to break this lock of the door with a melee weapon. Now, you need to hold this area while you gather the intel, and you need to have someone stand in where that objective locator is, and just stand in that area. Have at least one person to do it. It just needs one person. I don't think it speeds up the more people there are. So just have one or two people standing in this area gathering the intel, while the people with heavy weapons guard the entrance of the stairs. So that you can shoot the zombies as they get up the stairs, and you don't have to wait for them to break through the door, where it's more likely for you to lose teammates that way. Gathering the data does take pretty long, however, and I think it takes about a minute or two, but it does play like an actual audio clip from the movie. But it's in Spanish, so unless you understand Spanish or have watched the movie, you won't understand what they're saying. But once the data has been collected, you need to go down the stairs and turn off the music. It's going to start playing like some opera kind of music, and you just need to go down one level to this apartment over here. Luckily, there's a objective indicator that you can see where the radio is. And once that's turned off, and be careful because zombies, I do believe zombies, it is possible for zombies to spawn in this apartment, so just be careful of that. And just once the music is off, go back up the stairs, and make sure your entire team is with you. You want to make sure your entire team is moving together, because if team members go out on their own, the zombies will overwhelm them easily. Now once you get here, you need to break open the roof, either with a melee weapon or just by shooting at it. And you need to look around the apartment for a ladder, which you'll see is on the side wall over here, and you just have to pick it up or move up to it. And you just go up the ladder. And I have to be careful here because zombies will start spawning in that ventilation shaft. So make sure you have somebody getting the blood sample, which is the next objective, by the way. And the blood sample is in these ventilation shafts. And then you can see all the zombies starting to spawn in through there. So you need to make sure people with heavy weapons are going in to get the blood sample. And you can see the blood sample is about halfway through the ventilation shaft and their spawn area. And you just have to pick it up. And once you've got it, just go back outside of the vent. I'd recommend just putting a barricade there just to be safe. I think after you get the blood sample, the zombies stop spawning there, but it's good to be on the safe side. But after you've picked up the blood sample, this thing will start running the audio clip from the movie. And you'll see the blood sample like light up and everything. Basically what's happening is that the priest is testing the blood sample, and unfortunately it sets on fire and burns out all of their sample, so they have run out of this sample and they have to find another one. Now in order to do that, you have to actually figure out where to find the other sample. And after a few seconds after that objective description pops up, you'll start hearing this noise. And the objective indicator will go back to that apartment complex where or apartment room where you found the radio previously. And you have to go back to that same room in order to figure out what that noise is. And when you go in there, you'll find a zombie that's strapped to the chairs, like an AI zombie. and you have to interrogate him. And now, to do the interrogation, you just have to basically stand in the vicinity of the zombie. It takes a pretty long time, probably about a minute, like a minute or two. As it's like comparable to when you were gathering the data earlier. There's quite a bit of ammo in this room too, so make sure you stock up because ammo is pretty precious in this map. Because there's not a whole lot spread throughout the map. Well, there kind of is, but it's too spread out for you to go looking out on it on your own, and zombies will probably overwhelm you if you do. So what I recommend for this part is for your whole team to hold off in this room while the interrogation is going on, and not to start looking for ammo in other rooms or holding off the staircase. And once the interrogation is done, you need to find this night vision camera. And this objective is pretty hard because there's no objective indicator telling you where it is, so you have to basically look through all the rooms. I do believe that the camera is narrowed down to the third and fourth floor. So as long as you stick to those floors, you should be fine. This is what it looks like right there. It's pretty big, but it doesn't have like a red indicator about it, so you might miss it. But it is pretty big, so just be on lookout for that camera. And that's the only time I would recommend maybe like splitting up a little bit, but make sure like in teams of like 2 or 3, so that you have somebody backing you up. After you find the camera, though, you need to go back to the apartment complex, and this part can catch some people off guard because there's like like an AI kind of thing. You need to go back up to the room, and you'll find the source of the zombie infection. Sort of, it's like a possessed demon in the movie, and you need to go to this room in the back where it wasn't previously before, and make sure you don't step into that room without shooting that zombie model first, because you will die. And it's not a glitch, it's part of the objective kind of thing. It's like saying that she attacked you while you went into the room, so make sure you shoot it before you go into the room and grab the blood sample. After the sample's been taken, you need to wait a little until the next objective pops up, and so it'll say exit denied. You need to go to the elevator, but before you do that, you have to find the keys. Now the keys are located in the second level, so you have to go quite a bit down. Hopefully most of your team is still alive. I know that in my playthrough of this, and you'll see it in the video, my team doesn't survive, so you can see me like soloing the mission without any zombies. Because it's just, this map is really hard. I've never beat it with like a full team, but hopefully with this walkthrough, more people will understand what to do. Because I think the reason is that most people don't know this map, like the layout of the map, or where the objectives are located. So hopefully this walkthrough will help people to actually complete the objectives and actually win the map. I haven't yet to see someone actually win this on a real game. But anyways, the keys are located somewhere in the offices down here on the second floor, and you need to look through the desks. I'm not sure if the keys are randomly placed, because usually I find them on this big desk right here. But if they're not there, just look throughout. It's definitely going to be on the second floor in these offices somewhere. So just look throughout the desks. I know it's going to be hard to find because the indicator isn't there, but yeah, just keep looking and you'll eventually find it. Once you found the keys, you need to go to the elevator. So the people of the basement will know this area. The people that spawned from the basement will know this area quite a bit. But you just need to go through that door at the bottom of the stairs, and usually it'll be open if people spawn from the basement. They'll usually open that door up, so you won't need to wait for it to open. But just go through there and then get to the elevator and press the button. It takes a few seconds for the elevator to get up to where you are at. And just press the button and the door will close instantly. Make sure your teammates in there are before you press it, and the elevator will go down and you win. Unfortunately, it doesn't say survivors win in here because I did a solo mission because my team wasn't able to survive in a real game. But hopefully, with this walkthrough, you guys will be able to figure out what to do, where the objectives are, and hopefully you guys will be able to win the map in a real game. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.